Hello, this is Jessica with the Order of the Meisters, and I am going to expand on the two videos that I posted using the Osmo, which is a new and exciting tool for my students to be using in the classroom, especially with math. We also use it with literacy and things such as that. With the Osmo, it is a system that has to be purchased, and it is in use with the iPad, and it's certain apps that you download, and then you use the manipulatives that you buy or that you get in your kits. So these were the two videos that I shared. The first one was Osmo Shapes, and this was two of my students using the different tangrams to create the shape that is shown to them. The reflector, which, as you can see, the red part at the top of the camera, is reflecting down onto the table to pick up the mirror image to see if they are correct. Tangrams and shapes are huge in kindergarten because they allow us to manipulate shapes and make them into bigger objects and things such as that. The students are able to pick which puzzle they want within a certain amount of them before they can go on to harder puzzles. It also is kind of such as like a challenge or quest to get through different ones and unlock different ones. The next one that's very exciting for the Osmo release is its newest feature called Numbers, and students have manipulatives such as actual number tiles or dice tiles. And in this picture, two students were using the dice tiles, and it's a fishing game. And what happens is the Osmo puts up a fishing, and you have to pop the bubbles to catch fish and other things such as that. So they needed to create the number to pop a bubble. So they have to work together to get their tiles out there. It's really exciting to watch the numbers happen because you can see them trying to think quickly and go through things such as that. Moving over to their website, it's a great website, and they actually have great programs going on right now to show or to get these into classroom. It's called Buy One, Get One, and that's what I did to go through this. I'm going to show you all the different games. We've talked about Tangram, which I think is a huge one, especially in the lower levels, as my internet tries to. There we go. To create those different shapes and things to show them. So here is a great one to see what the program looks like. We have the reflector up here and the base on the bottom. It's coloring the tangrams in to show if they are right or wrong and how that works for the students. Moving on to the next one, which is not a math game, but they love this one. It's called Osmo Words, which is another app that they would use. In this is a great one, and you get to pick your own words that you want them to be using. You can create your own set of words or from theirs to download, and they have tons of options. So here's a picture, and they're trying to guess the words, and it is a moose. So she's putting words out there to show how to create moose and get points and climb up the scale. My students love using the red words or the red tiles and the blue tiles. These ones are the red tiles, and they can go against each other. I don't know if this one shows. This would be a great one. So you have red tiles on this side, and we have blue tiles on the other side, and it shows them a picture, and then they have to go against each other in versus mode. So if it was a picture of a dog, the red person might put out the D, but then the blue person might put out the O and the G. So they would both get points, but the blue person would get more because that person threw out more letters. Newton is great for problem solving. I really haven't used this one yet. Still trying to navigate through the other ones, but students are able to draw on a piece of paper and use that creative aspect and trying to get things such as a ball into targeted zones and things such as that. So this is a great one for problem solving. masterpiece was probably the biggest draw because my students are always wanting to draw new and exciting things. This is something that we use for inside recess a lot. You can take a picture of something or a preloaded image and then create, as you can see, the pencil is being portrayed back onto the iPad. So it's literally just a tracing, but you don't see any of the tracing once they are done. The nice thing is that they can take pictures. So you can take a picture of something and it turns it into an actual stencil, which is very exciting. And you can even do this with people's faces, which is awesome. Plus, you can share it with family members and they can watch you draw it in real time. Then the last one that I think is the best is numbers, and that is something new for us. And this will give you a little representation of the fish swimming, and you want to create the fish tank and grow those fish and catch those fish. So they're putting numbers out there to blast them away, which I think is really exciting. To look into the price points, you're buying the Osmo system, you're not buying the iPad. You can start with the starter kit, which is what I started with, at $80. And if you do the buy one, give one, you and another teacher could split the cost of the $80 and you both get one. So that's what I did. I paid $40 and another teacher paid $40 and we both have them in our rooms. And now they've added the numbers, so they're adding that into the Genius kit. But if you had already purchased this, which I had, you can just purchase the numbers down here for the $20. I think this is a great system, especially for lower levels, but I could see it being used at higher levels, especially in the art rooms and other areas of the school. So that is more information on the Osmo.